Right, let's try and play a game of blitz chess. So 2181, good luck. Just check our connections. What do we want to do? Let's challenge for the center. I'm going to bring the bishop out in the traditional way this time. I'd expect an early c5. We don't get it, or not yet. Bishop back and knight will come across at some point. Okay, he gives me a chance to push the pawn so I can now drop all the way back if needed. What do we want to do? I'm just going to develop the rook. Okay, knight goes back. So the other rook centralizes. We're going to try and prepare to push our pawns, but I'll come all the way back here just to avoid this knight push. Ooh, this is a little bit odd. A little bit less conventional, shall we say. Let's bring the bishop back up to drop the knight back. Okay, let's hit both of them. There's a threat to win this knight. Okay, so we still threaten to win the knight. Knight back's probably fine. So he launches one. So takes. Well, surely that can't be good. How the heck can he play that? Can we just ignore it and push? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to ignore that and push. It's really crazy way to play the game. Okay, he's gone back. I really want to push on here, but I don't want to trade the queen. So I'm going to get the queen up. Now I am threatening to actually push. We'll see if he takes, I can take back. Again, if bishop down, I've got knight takes with a check. Okay, has he just blundered there? Takes, and he can't take back the rook hangs, so I think he's just blundered. I think we just take. Hold on, I thought he couldn't take back. I thought I had a queen on the file and the bishop's blocking my rook. I'm just losing my mind, aren't I? Wait, yeah, I'm looking to see if I've got any trick. I'm going to go here with a view to coming up. It does actually hang a rook. It hangs a rook, doesn't it? But that's what I'm trying for. Let's just come back for now. If I move this bishop, the rook hangs, so that's a problem. So let's try and push forward. See, bishop down is a deadly threat. I might not be able to stop it. Rook across is a slight problem, maybe then over. Actually, no, bishop down now I can take with a check. Because of where the king's gone to, we can take with a check. This one you just take, right? So we have to go this way, just let the position collapse itself. So if you take, you still double attack the bishop. But at least I can move, right? So let's come forward. I'm completely lost here, though. There's nothing whatsoever I should be able to do here. Too many pawns are going to disappear off the board. Just trade and grab the pawn. Looks good. Okay, that lets us take one. Take one, rook across, down. Trade, yeah, I think we just take now. Rook across, queen c7 is my idea. Threatening bishop takes on f6. Might be bad. If it is, it is. Okay, so he's come forward. There can't be a trick there with a sack, can there? There's nothing to do to blast through. So there can't be any nice sack there, but bishop back seems fine. Am I missing something? Possibly, but at least it's a natural square, isn't it? Do I need to go here though? So it might be bishop takes at the end with a check and bishop takes. I'm going to go this way, just to try and bring the queen up. It depends how he does this and tries to trade things off, because he's trying to grab the pawn. If I get queen in, there's a threat here as well. So he's taken now. I think I want queen back with rook up here, I think. I think I come back and I try and play rook up or bishop in, depending on what my opponent does. So he's gone back, so he's seen the idea. So rook up. Trade. He can easily avoid it then. Here, rook over. Here, rook over anywhere. So I'm going to drop all the way back and try and get the rook forward. I mean, he's got rook over and he can kind of force a trade, but at least we hit the pawn this way. And the king looks reasonable, but still with technical issues. Okay, let's go forward now. Bishop guards, hit the pawn, hit the bishop. But once I'm up here, there's a bishop pin threat. I've seen the idea. Whether I can stop the idea is another matter, but obviously I'm trying to get in and target the bishop. That's my idea. So he's played rook across, so what about queen down now? Maybe you've just got the simple queen down. I'm going to play it though. Maybe just simply queen down is good. You hit my bishop as well. I guess I have to drop back, but then at least my king... Ooh, can I drop back? Can I drop back? He's seen the move. I have to drop back. Down, I have to go back again, don't I? Down, I can't take. Queen and rook both cover. Although, rook takes, right? Gain a pawn. Lose a bishop, gain a bishop. Lose a rook, gain a pawn. I think I have to take. I think I'm forced to take here. So he doesn't have to take now, but if he does, I'll take the rook. And it's back to 4 pawns each, right? So if I just pin the bishop and trade the bishop. Okay, if he takes, goes pawn grabbing, we might be getting in. But otherwise, I'm looking at just bishop up to open the king's defences. So he has gone pawn grabbing, so we can check and take back. But his king's going to be rather more open. Okay, I think I check and then take. Now if I can just get this one as well, I cover the queen check. I don't think I can coordinate it so I take with a check. I think he just puts the king on dark squares. Obviously I can give another back rank check. He'll step up. Do we get a checkmate though? It's fine to check here because you block with a bishop. I can play a move like bishop up, or I can just check this side. Going for the king rather than the actual pawn. The pawn might have been the better move. Bishop back might be just good. Bishop up, he's got check and he wins on the spot, so I have to check. But his king's very open. We're both low on time. But yeah, the pawn might have been the more technically better move. But we have to check. Ooh. Is a draw the best we can do? Okay, he doesn't want a draw. I think he had a draw if he played for it and he didn't play for it. come back and up, or check. You can't trade because we can push. That should be good enough. Wow, that was very good technique, wasn't it? We were probably completely lost at some point. Let's just find out with the post-game engine review, but that was pretty good technique at the end, getting low on time, so very pleased with that one. Right, I've switched the cameras over, so we'll now do the normal post-game check. So we just copy the details, then we switch over to Lichess. We tools and import the game, request an analysis. We just check it in the same way that we do with every game we play. So were we right to not grab that pawn? Did it mess up at the end? We were better here, so what move was it? This is completely level. It was best to take the pawn. I've blundered it by dropping back. So I blundered it back to level. So I should have just taken a pawn straight away, because it's basically what we did in effect. So we played 82% versus 78 accuracy, 47.66 CPL. We've been better most of the game, but then we've kind of messed it up. So we're +6 better in this position. I was sure I was winning a piece here. I've taken with the wrong piece. So the line should have been just simply bishop takes. And just ignore it. So take, take, take. The difference is I've got the queen coming in. Then take with check, you go back, and there'll be a way to activate the bishop. So the engine's saying, if I take with the bishop there, you can't take back. I mean, it's only if I see the correct line, of course, but we've gone, you can see a lot of ups and downs. In this position, though, we blundered it much worse. It's the only time that we're worse in the game with a blunder here. So what did we do? We should have traded queens here, the engine said, and we're still level. We should have traded queens. Oh, I've hung the bishop. I didn't see I was hanging the bishop. I've simply hung the bishop. And opponents didn't see it either. I've simply hung the bishop. Well, that's fair enough. If I'd have seen that move, simply what's in front of my eyes, I would have traded. I just simply didn't see it, and thankfully my opponent didn't. Then in this position, like I say, we should have taken the pawn. We didn't, so we've gone back to level, and then it gets blundered in this position. Queen down, keep the queen centralized is the lesson there. And then we've played on here. Obviously, we're both getting very low on time in this position now. We've managed to convert with some half-decent technique at the end. So a little bit up and down on the whole, not too bad, so, but not a bad game.